that look, let us have a kind of debate. So I said immediately, yes, we need to have it. I mean, that's how it materialized. It's like, again, as a person who is involved in this continuously, we are all involved. I thought I also need to share some. I'll not take more than 10 minutes, but certainly, certain important points that I will try to emphasize. Yesterday, a relative of mine who came to my place, so he was continuously looking my Facebook posts, writings, whatever it may be. So he asked me that, why you are so bothered about it? Why it is bothered you? Though many times you keep on activism, but this is literally bothered me. Then I said, look, a person who got into this university system not only for teaching position, but also as a student through reservations. And I am the product of reservations. And if we are all here today, and if square meal a day, which is guaranteed through this, it is all precisely because of this reservation, and I can't see this reservation going out from the hands of our community. First, response. And, why it is important that, of course, the technicalities, judicial, kind of interventions, all our friends spoke. Now, picture is very clear. What is that we need to do now? In which direction we need to take this movement ahead? All of us, DUTA, including JNUTA, Jamia TA, many other student organizations, SC, ST, OBC organizations, cutting across institutions, students' union bodies, especially from JNU. Of course, DU Students' Union is a dead union, that's a different thing. So all these people came together, and for the first 1 week, there was a speculation that whether government will listen to us or not, or the opposition parties or other parties will take this issue seriously or not. The agitation which on that day we took, it was more than 8,000. That was a major, success agitation, which we all collectively we did that. And that is how, things become much more vibrant. And also, people who involved, they started thinking, now we need to make this momentum more significant. And why I say that this is very important now and how we need to take this campaign ahead is that we may keep on talking about 13-point roster, advantages, disadvantages, who is going to get benefit, who is not going to get benefit in the universities, colleges, etc. for many coming months and weeks or maybe years, in case if it is not going to be resolved. But the political context is very important. We need to be politically correct. That's what Rajiv was hinting, that what is our next movement or next position towards to such kind of spineless political representatives who are representing us in the name of political reservations in the parliament need to be questioned. Not only need to be questioned, need to be dismissed. This message need to be conveyed very clearly to these misrepresentatives of the reservation policy, which they are shall we, at one point of time we debated and we discussed, should we demand dismantling the political reservation so that all these fellows will come together, then only they will come, because if their chair is under threat, they will come together. So that was also one kind of movement which one needs to seriously debate. If you are not representing me, you are no more for me. Okay, so the context is very specific, and when Baba Saheb, with all his efforts through different mechanisms, which through different political parties or organizations which he organized, the manifestos was very clear that you need to have your own representatives in different institutional bodies. And that's the reservation is one part of that kind of representation. Now, if we are all here, we are representing reservations, the problem of reservations, communities who are going to suffer. So that is the idea, not opportunities. Many conceive reservation as an opportunity, a job. That's it. I mean, that should not be the case, where Ambedkar was very clearly mentioning, and this representation is very necessary at universities, colleges, different government bodies, etc. And that is how who is going to speak for us now? The question is, now if our community people are not there in the departments, you see that the way discrimination happens, caste discrimination, racial discrimination, all kinds of humiliations that these students they face, from admissions to the general idea of reservation is that okay, SC, ST, OBCs have their own quota. Unreserved is something else which is reserved for non-SC, ST, OBCs. See the idea, Delhi University, many departments, now things changed. I mean, in the beginning when I came, in my own department, for my utter surprise, I saw that what is this, the list you have prepared for this, ad hoc list, SC, ST separate, unreserved separate. Then very curiously I looked whether these people's merit, whether the names are there or not. No. So you need to represent your concern. Immediately I asked, of course, it was a good friend, and then immediately they did, they changed it. No, this was by mistake. Fine. But there are many departments which they prepare intentionally, until unless whether they will do it, knowingly they will do it, until unless whether we will ask them or not. So if you ask, then they will say, Galti ho gaya, we are changing it. If you don't ask, the system will continue. The similar which happened with all kinds of recruitments. You see, I have seen 1998 and 99 advertisement, and then later on where I was also selected in that professor position, that you see many positions of SC, STs in the professors has been taken over, in the sense, a very strategic mechanism of avoiding, okay, if this person is not available, you forward, what is that word? De-reserve or carry forward. Either you de-reserve for time being and you carry forward the position. How long you are going to carry forward? There are people who apply, there are qualified people, and you get the argument of merit, what Lobial sir was mentioning, that with all kind of qualifications, you get the merit argument and you disqualify. 3 times in Ambedkar University, I filed an RTI. 3 times the candidate comes in for assistant professor interview in development studies, and 3 times you are saying that not found suitable. Okay, see, this is how you need people of your own community. Though I don't agree that your own community people only need to represent. There are many other progressive people in the institutional mechanism, they represent us, no doubt in that, except RSS and BJP. They don't. They have a political agenda behind that. Even if they represent, okay, SC, STs ko hona hai, that's a different agenda. So, representation is a very necessary thing. So, from admissions to practices of, I have surveyed 600 students. I keep on telling, probably I will be submitting this report in another 1 month to ICSSR. How scheduled caste, in the beginning I took up both scheduled caste and scheduled tribe students, which I studied 4 universities, and after that I picked up only scheduled caste students, because the intensity of caste discrimination is more among the scheduled caste students. So I studied including your JNU as part of the study, and you should see the stories of discrimination. And who will talk about this? Who is going to question in your universities if no professor is going to be there in the department? At least, you see the hierarchy within the institutional hierarchy. Assistant professor cannot speak precisely because I am not romanticizing it, but promotions to chahiye humko. So to get my promotion in mathematics department, out of 40 students, 36 students were failed in the Delhi University now. Out of 40 students, 36 students failed. Right now the agitation is going on. No, then no. See now, your own teachers, if you are there, you should speak. If you don't speak, then what is that you are going to be there? And we need that representation, that's what I am saying. Then, so the consequences of denying, not even recruiting even a single teacher in the department leads towards to denial of the headship, because until unless you become senior, one professor, small departments, until that, you will be denied promotion precisely because you will become head. So you keep on waiting, making this SC/ST faculty to not to get promotion in the time span, so that the others will get it. So one fellow will go out, another will come in. Okay? So until 30 years, as he was mentioning, a person gets in. If Sukumar got in through reservation into political science department, after 30 years or 35 years until I retire, there won't be any kind of another SC, or maybe if some ST comes in, another ST over a period of even after 30 to 40 years. And this is going to be the serious consequences if there is no any representative at the department level. So no heads, you can't become dean, and if you can't become dean, you can't become part of the decision making bodies within the university system. That is very important. Where certain policies are made, pedagogies are debated, no one is going to talk about our pedagogy. What happened to Kancha Elias, books as a major example for us, in front of us. Then, so the casteist forces are uniting. Now that's what I take a hint from you, and also we have seen that how the position that within Utah DTF has taken a position of a pro-reservation kind of thing, that the casteist forces are uniting. And that we can see the election results, that communal forces are winning. And sad thing is that we need to retrospect on our own that some of our SC and STs are being party to that mandate. Can't we go back and question them? Until unless if we go back and question them, I think situation is not going to change. Situation is not going to change. And these casteist forces, what they are arguing, we have colleagues in the department outside also. I keep on arguing with them. Say, no. See, why only Meenas are enjoying reservation among STs? See the low level of their debate. Trying to divide, divisive politics. Why only Yadavas are leading the agitation? Will you support? We are all for reservation. Whichever the front is fighting for this cause, we are all for it. Who are you to say that? Why these reservations need to be diluted, or who is really getting benefits out of it? Who the hell you to decide? We will decide. It is our internal problem. We will decide. And until we don't even engage on this kind of subcaste or even these issues, this is a very important thing that we need to self-retrospect on certain things also. Then, so this also the merit argument comes in. The people doesn't have merit. How come we select them? How come you select them? No, who the people who struggle day and night, suffer in hostels, social welfare hostels, with all kinds of limited minimal facilities, they come to universities, they work hard, and they try to get into PhD seats or with Rajiv Gandhi Fellowship, whatever it, even this, see how they try to dilute even the fellowship. When Rajiv Gandhi Fellowship came in, Hyderabad University Brahminical forces or the anti-constitutional forces, I can say that, they all came together. How come JRF and Rajiv Gandhi Fellowship can become equal? So no, we will not accept it. What we will do? We will conduct entrance for all the students. That is how, even if you have JRF or any other fellowship, now you have to write entrance for your PhD in all the universities. The seat started from Hyderabad University. And this is how you need to understand, at every level, these people are scuttling our opportunities. And merit becomes a major argument there, which is nothing. I can see that, students who are from SC, ST, OBC background, they are doing far more better than the unreserved within quote category. As a teacher, 17 years, I have seen many of our teachers might be, you are all witnessing. But they don't recognize this, the merit, which is again, concern. So we need to be very cautious about these kind of divisive strategies that are being made for their own political merits. Now they will use these divisive strategies for their own sake of interest, and we need to be very serious, cautious about it. And I am not going, because everybody spoke about all these things, I want to focus on the political context and the ramifications of such things. What is that? We need to do that. And then, as the data shows, who will be the much losers? All the communities, no doubt in that. If the positions are more, then certainly OBCs will be the beneficiary. Then followed by SC, and then the last beneficiaries would be STs. Now, 70 years of this constitution, in the sense, I am not questioning the constitution, but rather than the people who are implementing it, what Baba Sahib said, that you need to have a kind of, spirit. That spirit is lacking. Even questioning that unspiritedness is also lacking, I am telling. We are not questioning, I am sorry. We need to question this institution. File an RTA. Go and talk to the head of the department. That why is that the implementation of reservation is so less in the department? Until unless if we don't speak, no one is going to come for us and speak. I am telling you, there are many progressive groups or political parties might come. They have their own interests or they have their own social concern. It could be social concern, whatever it may be. But until unless we don't speak, अरे आप ही लोग चुप बैठे तो तुमको क्या problem है? See the argument. How many of you people are coming? See, many teachers are not even speaking. What do you want? See, this is the kind of sabotaging the movement. So until unless if we don't speak, it's very problematic. Then SLP is not going to help us. No, we know that how these courts gives judgments. The same that conspiracy. Can we expect this kind of courts, a Supreme Court which evacuates thousands and thousands and thousands of scheduled tribes of this country? It's knocking on our door. Do or die situation now. Should we die? No. We need to do. Let us do politically. That is the only way. We can't go beyond politics. No, I am not for it, or either all of us are not for it. Let us protect the constitution which gives us the space to argue. Okay? Then, the ordinance is the only way which we need to demand. 9th schedule, that is very important. Otherwise, we can't withstand whatever we may be on roads. Even after that next day when there was 45 minutes, we just stopped the entire traffic at Janpat. They detained few groups were being lathi charged also, those who escaped so we might be on road, but hardly it matters to the thick-skinned cultural fascists of this country. How divisive these people which we are witnessing in Northeast, which we are witnessing in Kashmir, which we are witnessing in many parts of the country. Wherever they go, they are trying to plant the seeds of divisiveness. We need to understand, we need to hit back. We need to hit back. As he was rightly mentioning, we must write, we must speak. If we don't write, speak, it should not be confined to these four walls, listening and getting emotional and going back and having food and sleeping. No, I'm sorry. We all must lose our energy to fight for this cause. Lastly, so by protecting, let us protect these policies which are constitutional provisions that we need to protect, and at the same time, many people, I'm telling you, I also learned many things when both of you were speaking about the technical, judicial, this thing. We need to seriously study the roster system. Many teachers doesn't know at all. They are not aware. And now what we need to do is that we need to take this awareness campaign on roster to all universities, very different universities, saying that look, 13-point roster is. You don't believe that in 1952 the roster which was in the beginning, the roster which was made in 1952, first two positions goes to scheduled castes out of that 40-point roster, which probably I want just to touch that, and then from the third position to eighth position it goes to unreserved. Then the ninth position goes to scheduled tribe, and the 10th to 16th position goes to unreserved. 17th goes to scheduled caste. 18th to 20th goes to unreserved. 21st position goes to scheduled tribe. Goes on like that. What happened? Why is that? The entire roster has become U-turn. Why is that it is U-turn? It's not, no more SC/STs on the top. The people, the sadness of this country today is that the perpetuators of discrimination are getting reservations through 10% reservation. That is the major danger in front. See, that is how they are making people to clash each other among each other. And lastly, it's done, and even, see, look, I am doubtful that, whether these opposition parties who came out with a letter, on 13th, are they not aware? The joint action which was made, they met Mallikarjun Kharge. Bhaiya kuch to karo. On 13th, what made this Congress party to write a letter? Why can't you raise your voice in Lok Sabha? Somebody raising Ghulam Nabi Azad, someone raised this, it doesn't matter. Opposition party leader, or if not opposition party leader, even a person like Rahul Gandhi, who has his own political significance in the floor, needs to raise it. And I doubt that if we keep dreaming that if regime is going to change and the 13-point roster will go off or 200-point roster, this bill will come under Congress, I doubt. But they are the forces. Previous also they did the same. It's not that they are not aware. They need to cater the needs of the casteist forces in the parliament. But however, we must insist them. We must take their support. Until they are going to get it, we will put pressure, and we need to put pressure on them. Lastly, so the continuous struggle is necessary. With all nitty-gritties or busy schedule, whatever it may be, we must make these political classes bend their adamant position to listen to us, which partly we were able to. With all this movement, we were able to do that. But until unless, so the strategic struggle is necessary. It's not that everybody started shouting, like as Lobier sir was mentioning, media is with us now. Can't we make the politics of presence is very important instead of the politics of silence? I call the politics of silence is more dangerous. If we keep quiet, nothing is going to be achieved. So the politics of presence is very much important. To campaign, door-to-door campaign, go back, talk to the people and tell that let us be politically correct in coming elections so that these fascist casteist forces will be thrown out, at least where we can get some kind of space to bargain with some democratic or secular or some other kind of forces who must come into power. And that is where I say that I appeal this group to communicate to all our the region, make aware about these concerns. They ask the students to boycott, shut down the universities. At least one day protest will make government to realize that look, this movement has moved from Delhi to other corner. That is very important. Thank you very much. I think electricity is also decisive. Thank you very much for asking me.